Well, hello and welcome to the intro to PlugIntro. My name's Andy Grider, and it is really nice to have you here. We want to help you as a realtor become local famous, have more people to speak with than ever, and leverage your time and resources. So if that sounds like a good thing, let's go ahead and dive in here. We want to welcome you to the top of your marketing solution stack. And I want to ask you, as a realtor, what if you suddenly had more people than you could imagine to speak with, and you had a huge value to offer others who help you grow and run your business daily? We help you solve the two biggest problems most face in marketing their real estate businesses. At PlugIntro, we help you become local famous, and we've built a 24/7 model that matches the power of loose connections with the law of reciprocity. What that actually comes down to is we help you meet who you should know in a personalized manner that ends up helping you step into that spotlight and become local famous. We want you to go well beyond the norm. Most people, when they go out there in the social media realm, they're posting things about their vacation or something that gets attention for a few minutes, but you don't actually earn the attention. You do gain it, but you don't earn it. And our model helps you keep your networking core where it needs to be as well. You go beyond the look at me type of posts. You start to work with the people that you know and trust and who know and trust you. And you also get to massively expand your audience. So this takes you well beyond traditional marketing and advertising. And again, takes you from gaining attention to earning attention. Big difference. We'll talk about that in a minute. So things that have a lot less traction. Well, again, social media, we just talked about it. Problem is, it doesn't earn attention, it doesn't last, it doesn't offer much to the viewers, it isn't yours, and it isn't targeted locally. And necessarily anyway. The events that you do, they're going to be short term, and you're not exclusive. If you're in an event, your competition's there. You don't usually get to invite people to the event. Attendees don't have a reason to invite their contacts. You don't get to meet people personally. When's the next one? It's also too much fun with friends and no real purpose most of the time. You know, you get other advertising and marketing, whether it's direct mail or email. It's going to usually be pretty expensive. It's going to, again, be fairly short term. It doesn't have a benefit to anybody else in your network usually, and it doesn't include others, in the effort or in the cost sharing. You might do diner placemats or shopping carts or bus benches or magazines or anything like that, but again, that's old school. These are things that have a lot less traction now, partially because of how you're seeing this. You're seeing this on the internet. You're seeing this because of something you probably saw on social media or through someone that you know. Someone that cares about you sent this to you. Referrals. Let's talk about that for a second. So when's your next one coming? And do you give an equal number back out? And if you don't, how can you expect many referrals? And if you do, how can you guarantee the same in return? It's a very delicate system. There's no real system or method, and it just either comes or it doesn't. Open houses, client appreciation events. Look at this poor guy over here. It's usually not enough. It's who comes. Open houses are once a week. Appreciation events are nice social events, but they don't have a lasting impact. And what value are you delivering? You're great at organizing a party. That doesn't help a whole lot with the realty side. Let's talk about some other things that have far less traction. Holiday gifts, they're once a year. Closing gifts, hey, if you give them a lifetime set of knives or a cutting board or both, maybe they're going to use it and think of you. So it makes it better than a lot of what's out here. But, cold calls, door knocks, doorknob hangers, who wants to do that? It's not sustainable. And it's a simple numbers game of diminishing returns in real estate. It does work a little, but why not have something that works a lot? Speaking of things that work a little, Zillow leads. Expensive competition with agents. There's no way to know if the lead's real. The buyer has many other agents and they want the house. They don't want you. Plus the lead's a stranger. There's no trust up front. There's a lot of issues there. There's so many better ways to go about this. And referral groups, we're all familiar with them. The morning breakfast meetings, the lunch meetings, the happy hour meetings. First of all, it's not yours. You usually don't get to invite too many people to the group. There's no members there that invite their contacts in to a closed networking group, so you don't get to actually present to anybody outside of the folks you're talking with right there in the meeting. It costs money, which is usually money beyond the membership, because you've got to figure in your drive, your time, your food, your coffee, etc., etc., plus all the networking meetings you have to have outside of that to establish trust, establish relationships, and start to actually send referrals. But then on top of that, it has rules for attendance and performance, meaning you have to send referrals. So you have to get on it pretty Johnny on the spot quick. It's only 90 minutes a week. You speak for 60 seconds a week and 10 minutes when it's your turn. All these meetings are at a certain day and time. If you don't get there, you have to send a sub. Look, let's just ask, what if there was a better way? Okay, the differences are stark. What we do, not many rules, very easy onboarding. From there, we do much of it for you. We'll talk about that in a minute. You control the group members to a large degree. You invite your preferred network to start. Posting is, you get to post as much as you like in the group because it's yours, and the few that you bring in can bring you many leads, and it's 24/7, 365. Again, we talked about the old ways. We kind of went through that. I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but the difference is day to night. There are so many ways to do this better now, and we have one of them here. We talked about local famous. Well, proximity means familiarity, and social proof and testimonials are shown to keep people feeling safe. And proximity also makes it easy to conduct business or meet. Proximity allows for support of local causes or interests in philanthropy. And locally, connections and intros are easy. The other thing that's kind of ironic is that support your local is turning into a national movement. And so you can tap into that using a platform that so many are already on daily. So what is this thing? It is called PlugIntro, and what we do is we set up your Facebook group, we send out messages to the group, we feature premier members that have signed up, we promote PlugIntro and bring in the audience, we help you grow your group, we help you provide value to the people there, we help you always have connections, and we help you grow your lead referrals. What do you need to do as a realtor? Really simple. What does it cost you? Well, there's no cost to you in monetary terms, and we do most of the heavy lifting once you complete the upfront work. So what is the upfront work, right? Invite 10, 20, 30 of the people of your already valued connections to join your group. Click the little blue button on Facebook. Say, hey, come join my group. Support me over here. We'll invite them then for you to lock in their seat at $50 a month to support you as a premier member. So who do you invite? Let's talk about that for a minute. In legal, obviously real estate, but divorce and corporate and business and trusts and estates and personal injury and immigration and bankruptcy and finance. You're looking at accounting and bookkeeping. You're looking at life and health insurance, P&C insurance, financial planners and advisors, retirement and investment folks, CPAs. In the real estate realm, mortgage lenders, title companies, home inspectors, appraisers, surveyors, moving, storage, stagers, interior designers, holy mackerel, home warranty, alarm security, photography, videography, all sorts of stuff. There's more real estate. Let's look at this. Junk removal companies, environmental testing, exterminators, inspectors, remediation and restoration, even maid services and credit repair and carpet cleaning and chimney sweep all fall into these things. Let's go further, okay? Again, this is easy. Think how many people you know locally that do this, that you might want to invite to your group. Contractors, from painters to tile and carpet to plumbers to electricians, HVAC, handymen, kitchen and bath remodel, landscapers, pool companies, pressure washers. I mean, the list just goes on and on. Medical, you've got everybody local that does dentistry, orthodontics, pediatrics, allergists, opticians and ophthalmologists, chiropractors, personal trainers, nutritionists, acupuncturists. These are all people that can benefit from being a part of your group. Whether you could go to weddings, funerals, auto dealers, auto repair, dry cleaners. Anybody that does kids lessons is going to know people that have families that may be moving. Again, the opportunities here are unlimited. They're amazing and they're huge. And again, to find out more, it's really simple. We'll show you that in a second, but I want to go over why you want to get moving now. Okay, I think we can all admit, or at least acknowledge, that current marketing is very hit and miss. At best, a lot of miss for a few hits. Current referral methods, pendulum swing, again, at best. Some days you have a lot of them coming in, some weeks, some months, and some months it's drier than the Sahara. Current networking groups have major pros and major cons. Mostly these days they're turning into cons because most people don't want to have to be somewhere. Not to even mention the pandemic. I mean, but if you can be somewhere virtually and do networking on your own time and do connecting on your own time and build your network and help other people on your own schedule, 24/7, 365. There's also no other marketing tool you can use that does this much work for you every single week. And Facebook, we all know, it's a platform millions use every day. Facebook groups also help promote local. And rules and regulations and expenses, if you're a realtor, you're probably of the same mindset that we are here, that those are all best kept to a minimum. Whether it's meeting rules or whether it's marketing expenses, you want to keep those to a minimum, and we help you do that. So if this makes sense to you, let's connect, let's take the next steps, let's get you into one of the groups. If you scan the QR code on the screen, it will take you directly to the Facebook group to sign up for PlugIntro, to taste it and see what it feels like and experience it and kind of move along a little bit. You can also contact Scott Forcino, who is the founder and CEO of the company, at sforcino, Scott Forcino, sforcino at plugintro.com, and that's his phone number up there. It's direct to him. If you don't get him, you can also text him. But again, this is the key to unlocking where you want to go, which is forward in your marketing. Become local famous and start having a steady stream of contacts and referrals and have more people than you possibly could imagine to end up talking to over time. Thank you very much for your time, your trust, and your interest. Let's talk soon.